Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is the original IWC Big Pilot's watch, launched in 2002. This is the stainless steel reference 5002-01, a modern reimagination of the World War II Beobachtungsuhr, or the B-Uhr, the observation watch. The timepiece in my hand is considerably smaller than the 55mm original, though still huge at 46.2 millimeters in diameter. So you can see in profile, it's 46.2 in diameter, 15.9 thick, which is probably thinner than you expected, 56.4 lug-to-lug, and then there's 22mm spacing between the lugs. The watch has a mass of about 141.29 grams, so it's a hefty timepiece. It's too big for me by some margin. I would say my wrist is 16 centimeters circumference. I think you need an 18 centimeter circumference wrist to wear this well. That said, it's not as thick as you might expect, so it should fit underneath the jacket cuff just fine. The strap is burly. As you can see, we've got some purely symbolic rivets. It's not actually assembled that way, but it's a nod to antiquity, and it looks great. A lightly contrasting stitch of ecru. It's almost like a photina look, which is a bit ironic because the dial doesn't actually have photina. A little bit of cross-hatched stitching, pilot style. Very thick cut, brown, semi-gloss calfskin. Lacquered in profile because it's sheer cut, and then on the bottom you can see more calfskin. Taking a look at the buckle, a lot of little nostalgic touches that tie this watch to the early 2000s as opposed to the subsequent period. One of them, inside the snap-shut folding clasp, is this media-blasted International Watchco script, which is beautiful and evocative. IWC on the outside with satin, faceting, and polish. Rolling around the case, another nostalgic element, the fish crown. That would go away in the mid-2000s. It's a huge crown, over 10 millimeters in diameter, a screw-down. The watch is 60 meters, so with the screw-down crown and 60 meters, if you put it on a water-resistant strap, it is safe for surface swimming. It also has a explosive decompression security feature. So if you're in an aircraft cabin that suddenly loses pressure all at once, it won't eject seals or crystal. And then there is some anti-magnetic shielding in here to provide additional resilience. We'll do a quick lume shot. You can see it's a well-loomed watch, including the power reserve. Not all Big Pilot's watches have that much lume at each hour. Some of them are just four-corner watches. Taking a look now, the case is simple, blended lugs with a little bit of a fine beveling on the lug profiles. The bezel's stepped in, its upper facet is polished. We have that onion-style crown, and then rolling around to the dial, it's matte black, instrument style, designed to look like the original B-Uhr, which was itself inspired by the instruments on the flight deck of a first half 20th century analog aircraft. So we have that, the typeface, the indices, everything, even the counterweight of the second sand, evocative of these early 5002s. A lot of people would believe on subsequent Big Pilot's watches that some of the charm was lost. This is a great look, right down to the pareidolia-inducing 12 o'clock index. It looks like a face, doesn't it? And pareidolia, of course, something that explains things like people who see a face on Mars or the moon, the tendency to see physiognomies or preconceived physical features of a face or a body or an organism in inanimate things. Now, as you can see, we've got a stop seconds function, and we have a quick set date. Power reserve indicator with azurage, concentric pattern internally, broadsword hands, 7-day power reserve, automatic winding. Underneath the case back, caliber 5011. It's the original oversized 38.2 millimeter 7-day automatic, but with the 2.5 hertz beat rate, which is why you see that second sand on the dial chugging along so slow, 18,000 vibrations per hour. Automatic winding, bidirectional with pawl-based IWC Peloton winding system, a historic element. Overcoil hairspring with 5-position adjustment, 44 joules, and it is a large manufacture movement that was designed for this watch and the Portuguese are 7 days. Now these are a little bit different because they're slow beat rate. They have a somewhat different regulator that is based on micrometric screw adjustment. if you want to make very fine-tuned changes, and then most of the changes are going to be done with eccentric masses on the balance rim. So functionally, it's a lot like a free-sprung balance in that the balance itself is used as the means of adjustment, and it has a great deal of shock resistance because the micro regulator using the eccentric screw really can't be budged by shock or concussion. A lovely watch, and even the case back of this is a little bit distinctive of the early Big Pilot watches. So if you love this watch and you love the 5002 specifically, it had a short production run from 2002 to 2005 before it was superseded. This is a lovely sign of the times, a handsome timepiece that is one of the true classics of modern era IWC. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.